Okay, welcome back to Hollywood Animals Season 3, Episode 3. We got a lot going on here. A lot going on. Jumped ahead a little bit for you guys. Just, there were some events that happened and, the usual type of Hollywood Animals stuff. Got a few movies out. One is doing okay in week 1, and one is still kind of struggling in week 2. This was a very expensive film, so that's, kind of where we're at. We don't have anyone writing at the moment, so what I'm going to do is we got Randy trying to find some story elements. We got Walter, so let's see. We need a spirit alcohol of freedom, right? Yes, we do. We do. Okay. Let's see here. This is gonna be let's see, it's gonna be House of Sun. Because this is for Ryan Doyle. It's gonna be like a historical drama, about the life of a brewer. Let's go here. Well, I don't be yuck. Hold on. How do I go? How do I go back from here? American Town. Let's go back to genres. I don't know. Let's do this like a action comedy, like a little splice of adventure in there. Kind of make this a little bit more even, All right. It's gonna be in a modern American town. The protagonist. Yep. Now we have stale elements, which we have to worry about. Okay. Stale elements. We're gonna have a working man. Yes. Ooh, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna go corrupt official. Supporting characters. We're gonna go. Maybe like a mentor. We need. Okay, we're gonna need alcohol, spirit of freedom. We're gonna do a little bit of slapstick mayhem. All right, and then we're gonna do protagonist gets a chance at a better life. It's kind of more. It's not really adventure then. It's more like drama, right? With like a bit of comedy. It's kind of like actually a little bit of action, and it's like a little bit more like this. It's like a dramedy, with some like kind of like there's funny parts in it, You can try that. Okay, all of our story elements are fresh. Love to see it. Let's select a screenwriter. Let's go with Felix on this one. Maybe he can kind of spruce up the comedy a little bit more. Cool. Cool. Wait, Felix, aren't you writing something? Who's writing this? Yeah, Felix is. Okay. Let's go with ideas. Comedy, modern American city, detective. We could throw Walter on that. You could throw a little bit of action into that if you want to. Action, tropical island. Well, daring adventure on a tropical island in a detective story. I mean, Bernard, give it a shot. I probably would have liked to go the other way, but it's fine. All right, we're gonna speed things along here. See if Captain for a Day can make some profit in week 3. If not, that's gonna be my second film that it's gonna take an L, and I'm gonna have to just revisit my life, I guess. End this distribution. Profitable film. It's good. I don't know. I don't know if this one's trending in the right direction, guys. I don't know if it's trending. Oh, we got nudity. Well, we're definitely putting that in there before the code comes into existence. You better believe that. You better believe that we're getting some hot, steamy bodies in there. 8% still. Okay, well, it's in 5th place. So 10% would be 300, right? So let's do 600, do 600, and then that's just gonna trail off. We'll see if we can. We have 2 weeks to make back our money here. All right, we have 2 weeks to make this back here. And it could happen. It might not, though. Peter Harris invited his mother to the shoot. She once played a minor part in a movie herself, and now she's telling the cameraman and director how to properly film her son. I don't care if Peter Harris's loyalty decreases. He can... We're going to get him out of the studio. Also, I was going to look at this. Oh, I can't change the ethnic composition to, like, lower the costs. I see. Management wise, is everyone's getting some seniority here. And let's see. How much are we paying guys like Johnny? Johnny, how much are we paying you? Can I see this? Okay. So we haven't tried any hooks yet. We could, though, but we would need an offensive for that, which we could do. We still have $10 million, so it's not like I'm, like, going into the poorhouse just yet, but I mean, you know, I might be. There's a good possibility. Let's do... Oh, we have some buildings. Sets and props. Yes, that's excellent. We definitely need sets and props. Like this, it's going to be over... Kind of like it. Be like right here, nice and tight. I will do it over here. I'm not using Luxta because if you guys missed the last episode, I had this amazing plan put in place, of which that I was going to use some influence from the mayor, get his daughter in a film, get his good lawyer, throw some money at the jury, you know, the judge, like all this type of stuff. And guess what? I still lost. So Luxta can literally eat it. They can eat it. All right. Theater management. We are going to need this because I want to start renting theaters soon. It's here. Go Willis Brothers. Okay, this is our Peter Lambert film. Very good, very good. The movie was a success. I saw a girl hug her son after the lights came up. I'll bet she was thinking he'd make a fine policeman. Uh-huh, sure. Let's go with protection from police raids. That will help in case, you know, some of the Gernstein brothers or whatever want to get a little bit uppity. The mayor. We could help the mayor's nephew. Let's do that. Let's help the mayor's nephew get some XP here. Okay. Let's see. I need to do... Whoop. I know it wasn't a great film, guys. Trust me, I get it. You don't have to remind me every time. I know it was bad. It was to try to build connections in this corrupt town. Okay. So, I need to build 3 buildings with Cutterstone Company contractors. Can do. Can do. Level 3, level 2 sound stages. Here. Oh. Okay. Golly, man. I'm really glad that the benefit you get from being the mayor's friend is so worth it. Plus, we have the repair crews, so I can repair these. It's fine. It's fine. And then might as well get our keys. Might as well get our third one. I wish there was a way. We can't rotate this, can we? No. And ideally, I would put it here. Right here is not too bad. Okay. Good. Now, that gave us some XP with the mayor. Seems like things turned around for my nephew. Good. While we are doing that, sir, I would like to do a mayor's party, which will give me influence points. We can save that. We'll save that for now. That's more for the code. It's more for the code. Come on. Come on! All right, corrupt official and spirit alcohol of freedom. That is in the works. That is House of Jameson. Love it. All right. Oh, this is gonna suck. Shit. Yep. Just, you know, and that, take that hit. It was a stinker. Movie was a stinker, so what are you gonna do? Okay. I guess we could go in here too, and we could go to advanced, and we could go to. Oh, not researching that. What am I researching? Secret keepers. We can't even do that stuff yet. All right, that's fair. Okay. Engineering will allow us to make our own technology, improve technologies, which we don't really need as of yet. It's 1931. We're not worried about like Pollux and stuff like that yet. We're just trying to survive with a war chest. All right, so the Doppler's discontinued. We know that. That's fine. That's why we're using the Hespro. That's why we're using the Hespro. Can't agree. All right, so we're getting close. We need 2 more with the Hespro. That'll give us the upgraded version, which is a pretty good camera. All right, who should we have on this one? Oliver. Lee. Let's go here, let's go here, and we're gonna go with ours. Okay. Go. I just want to survive this early stages enough to get a war chest. Yeah, Peter, I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't care. You guys can tell I'm repairing some of the buildings. That's why I rushed repair crew, so I could get them in cheap, and then we could repair them later on. All right. Well, we made a we made a profit, boys. We made a profit. You know, there's nothing else going on right now, so just roll with it. Very, very busy. Look at that. These guys are just cranking out movies. That's where we need to get to. I don't want any laps. I need movies to be in like every stage of the pipe, right? What are we researching? New story elements every 6 months. Okay. All right. That's good. So the problem is when we get into these lulls where we don't have films, I mean, we still have to pay people to be here. We still have to, you know, do that type of stuff. So a lot of good that was. Fred, I'm holding you personally responsible. I even went, no. Fred, listen to me. Hold on a second. Fred, buddy, listen to me. I hired your daughter for 3 films. Okay? And you're a lawyer. You couldn't do anything? You're the mayor. And I lost to a shady construction company? This game, I swear to God. Okay. Well, fine. It's a profitable film. We got some reputation back. We'll take it. All right, Peter Hawkins. You're a producer. You're level 3.6? Sure. All right, well. We like having a lot of producers, and ideally, once we can get producers per project, 2 projects per producer, we're going to... Man, I can't even use medical insurance on these guys. That's fine. We're going to go to years. So it's okay to have a lot of producers for now. All right, theater management. Good. Carl Kane. In theater management, you can now buy and sell cinemas, which is a clear path to independence and financial stability. The wider our network of cinemas, the fewer screenings you'll have to rent. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Theater management, if you would be so good. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't even know what that word is. Pyrrhic victory. Oh, actually, I do know what this word means. Like a Pyrrhic victory is, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is like where it was basically a loss. Like you won, but at what cost? Like it was like down to the last man, right? You know, 11th hour, blood in the trenches. All of the other side is dead, all of them. And you got one guy crawling out with his legs blown off, holding a gun. You know, he's using his belt as a tourniquet, and he captured the flag. All right, so that's what a Pyrrhic victory means. If I'm wrong there, leave a comment. But I believe that sounds very authorly. That sounds like a word that I might have used at one point in my life. Maybe. I mean, you'd have to be a pretty good writer to use a word like that, and that's giving me a lot of credit, but it's okay. Okay. We are going back to our plan of doing cheap and fast movies. Cheap, fast movies. Cheap, fast movies. Cheap, fast movies. Go. Producer. Wallace. Director. Lewis. Daring Adventurer. Oh, a lady Daring Adventurer. How fun. Carmen. Tribal Chief. Yeah. I mean, he's been a tribal chief. Fine. I kind of want him. I kind of want our old guard, our starting actors, to expire. So it is what it is. Okay. Can agree. Went up. Man, our post-production is so good. So good. Can't agree. Sure. All right. Also, you guys might have missed it. There was 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay. There was the usual stuff, right? Bloody Sunday. The film came out. People were all up in arms about it. Joe Green is like, we need censorship. So that's progressing in the background. I figured, you know, we all know about that stuff though. So we're going to go here. All right. Select advertising. What is this? Comedy, action, drama, romance. I don't think this can make up its mind as to what it is. Let's do billboards. Cheap. Fast and cheap. Fast and cheap. Fast and cheap. Okay. Early repayment of loans. It's good in case we need that. $2 million loan. Not bad. 18% interest rate. That's less than what we're paying now. Let's go $2 million loan here. God knows I might need it. Hey. Oh, all right. Okay, this turned out to be a pretty good film. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. This is our corrupt official and our spirit alcohol of freedom. So we're going to help both Ryan Doyle and the new DA who's going for Fred's job. Johnny. Yeah, sounds like you, my guy. Go here. No? Why not? Oops, there's more. Sure. Continue. Filming technology, Hespero, sound technology, Dominus. I'm okay with giving this some more crew. because this is a pretty good film, so hopefully we can make some money off of it. Producer is going to be Mike McCormick. Director is going to be Harley. Working man is going to be Joe Kelly. Mentor, this is for you, Gabe. And then the corrupt official is going to be Victor Ramirez. Okay, $330,000, 102 days worth of filming. Go. Go, go, go. All right, we got a new scandal here. Russell Simmons mixed up to his lovers in one of his letters, accidentally called his fluffy squirrel his honey bee. Jeez Louise. Okay. This is sad every time it happens. Lydia has exited stage left on her own terms. Very terrible. And it's, you know, I like to, if you guys watch the movie Babylon, Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, it was about like the rise of cinema. Brad Pitt's character was like really famous in the silent film era, and he just never found a transition in the talkies into the sound cinema. And like ultimately, you know, not to spoil the movie for you, but like he kind of goes the same approach that Lydia goes. So I like to think of that as like it's a tragedy, you know, but it was probably pretty common in Hollywood at that time. They just couldn't find the life that they had, you know? Okay. All right. Let's go with Thomas. Let's go soundstage. You guys get it. Get this party started. 78 days. That's within his contract. Hespro, sound technology, Dominus. Give it a little bit extra. It's on the cheaper side because it's a pretty quick movie. Producer wise, everyone's got 2 movies left. Vincent, let's go Vincent. Director wise, Anthony Campbell. Detective, yeah, David Goodman. Sidekick, let's go Daryl. Corrupt official, a lady. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go, Jane. Continue. Go. 271,078 days. Very quick turnaround time on this. Love to see it. Okay. Whew. We got our sets and props up to 75%. All right, production department, level 2 soundstage. This is going to be, as always, B5. This is going to be B2. 5. I bet you there's a third one. Yep. Yep. All right, good. Pyrrhic Victory. All right. It's cheap. Like cheap. Oh, good. Start production. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Throw some Roscoe P. Coltrane. Gucci Goo. Guys get that reference? I would highly doubt it. Well, knowing my audience, you probably do. Probably do. Okay, carbon arches of the lower seal increased by 10. This is why we have security, because someone put some doo-doo inside her makeup bag. What a dick. I don't know why I didn't say the word shit and then proceeded to say the word dick. Whatever, it doesn't matter, guys. Okay. Jeez Louise. All right, start production. House of Jameson. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Ricky Gregory. Go. And from what I know of the film industry, I did go to film school. I never really worked on a major film or anything like that. We found the suspect. Good. Our loyalty goes up. Excellent. But when you are in Hollywood, like you do tend to work longer hours, right? You have to shoot when the light's available. You have to do all this type of stuff. So like, 6 days, 6 days a week at 8 hours a day, or, you might even do like 12-hour days. But in the game, you get really penalized for that. People get really unhappy. It's kind of a balancing thing. Um, I get it. I get it. I do get it. Okay, so we need to go here. Why can't I repair this? Wait a second. Thanks to chronic kidney problems and terrible abdominal pain, Victor Ramirez is looking like a walking corpse. Fix the script to explain away his sickly appearance. Perfect, if you would so kind. Soundstage. Can I not repair this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why can't I repair this? What is this? It's not good. Gabriel Rotowski is showing all the signs of dementia. He's constantly forgetting his lines. Everyone is getting tired of the end of the takes whenever he's seen. Shorten his lines. Rolling edits is so good. Oh, man, this is a never-ending problem. Daryl Harris was in an accident. He escaped with minor injuries, but he won't be able to work for some time. We've already filmed over half the scenes with Daryl Harris. We can't just replace him. I don't want a lower quality film this time. Let's wait the time on that. That's okay. Jesus. Joe Kelly is refusing to let the stuntman take over. He says he's doing all his own stunts. Okay. Let him do it his way. Yeah, hey man. If you want to Tom Cruise that, you do that, buddy. So I can repair this, but why can't I repair this? Okay. Shit. Okay, hold on a second. Ah. Are we done? Nope. All right. I got to remember to pause if I'm trying to figure stuff out, or else we're going to get steamrolled by events, if you will. Okay. Wasn't terrible. A couple people got some XP on that. I love to see that. That's great. All story elements are fresh. No, can't agrees. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Pause. 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 Oh, here we go. Repair this, please. And repair this. And repair this. All right, that was expensive. It was a favor for the mayor. What are you gonna do? He's got to help out his nephew. Got to help out his nephew, right? Okay, can't agree. Hopefully make some money in week 1. That would be nice to see. Yep. All right, so hopefully make some money in week 2. All right, that'd be excellent. It's good. Oh, more problems. More problems. During filming, a car hit a boy right in front of Joe Kelly. The child died on the operating table, but they decided not to tell the actor. Every half hour, he's asking the producer how little Eddie is doing and if he needs any help. Joe Kelly has pretty good happiness with us, and I don't want his loyalty to decrease, so we're going to tell him the truth. Timmy didn't make it. All right, little Timmy didn't make it. These things happen. Very sad. Use that energy as an actor to fuel your emotions. Good. Yes, finally. Back on track making some money. Is it world-changing money? No. But is it? It's, you know, we're going to make some money here. All right? That's the point. We need to just survive. Okay, hold on. My writers aren't writing. Adventure, Modern American Town with a daring adventure. Right? This one. This is going to be... well, Felix, let's see what you can do. Maybe add a little bit of comedy on that. Romance, American City with a clumsy oath. We could make that work. A little drama. It's kind of like, you know, maybe he's got bad luck. He's stumbling all over himself. Okay. Let's see. Apparently the director has gone blind due to stress, but he's refusing to admit it. He thinks that no one has noticed. The producer will look after him. Lower quality film. Filming stops for 15 days. Anthony Campbell's happiness will increase by 30. Well, he's already 100%. I don't want to start looking for another director, so let him rest and get his sight back. All right. Children of Laughter is, you know, it's having a struggle. It's having a little bit of a struggle. Sheesh. Okay. So I talked about in the last episode, we don't want to get into these lulls where we don't have everything moving down the pipe, right? So what we could do, we have 4 writers right now. I think the optimal amount of writers is anywhere between like 4 and 7. I have nothing else going on right now, so go. No, we don't need new advertising. So I think the writers will get super slow if we have too many of them, but we could stand to have maybe one more if we could find someone who's you know, relatively on the cheaper side. Like $400 a month for a 2.9. I don't hate that. You know, all these other writers out there are like ones. So let's grab Douglas Olson. He likes romance. That's fine. Okay. So, Doug. All right, Randy, that's okay. Let's do this, Randy. I have an idea. Let's do a... Who's going to write this? Didn't I just hire someone? Yeah, Douglas Olson. You're going to do my romance. And then Randy Shaw, just to get some experience going, you're going to get... start writing something. Okay? Good. Okay, so that's 3 movies that are being written that we can move down the pipe. We have 1 that's still in theaters. We have 3 that are in production. Well, 2. 1 is currently stalled. Crazy stalled. Crazy stalled. Okay, there's Richard Stripes. Basically, he's all about like anti-corruption. He hates the mayor. He's trying to get his job. I mean, I get it, right? Political corruption is bad, okay? But like, Fred's our guy. He's the only way that you can get influence. Film Lab. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's go get the concert hall then. This will take 2 years. I want to try to save up influence points if I can. Oh, wow. Get this down to just over a year. I mean, I don't think I'm going to fight the code this time. Okay, so I don't really need influence, and I can always use the mayor's party. Literally what I was just talking about. Cool. Okay, film lab. Let's start construction on our film lab. Right here. We're not using Cornerstone, that's for sure. We're going to stick to our friends over at Willis Construction. All right. Ooh, more problems. All right, the director is using light and shadow to make the film more atmospheric, but our outdated lighting equipment is making it tedious to arrange the spotlights. If it's going to take more time, let everyone work on the weekends. Higher quality film. The film crew will work 7 days a week until filming is complete. I mean, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Like, what I know about Hollywood is, like, sometimes you have to do these things. All right? Jeez. Okay. Okay. House of Jameson. We can't really... Well, we've got plenty of time on that. That's not a big deal. That's for Ryan and for Richard. Okay. David Goodman fell out of a 3rd-story window, babbling drunk, crawling for his mom. I'm going to have to apologize for that. This guy. This guy, bro. We just got to fire the old vanguard here and get some young, hungry actors and actresses who, you know, want to be here and want to work for us. So this is week 8. It was literally at 0% attendance. Yep. At least we made money. We'll take it. We made a couple bucks. Also, I need this. Theater management. Cinemas. Theater management. Okay, we have 91 cinemas, right? If we were to go to 100, monthly maintenance on all cinemas is going to be $30,000 a month. Maximum number of seats available per week in your cinemas is 1.4 million. Total numbers of screening per week is going to go up to 3,500. All right. All right. I have a plan. We're going to do this. It's going to drop us down to 8 million. All right. It's going to drop us down to 8 million. Then what are we need to be able to rent. We need to be able to rent. How do we, is that something that we're working on? Yes. Okay, cool. That's going to be available in about 3 months. Love it. Very good. Very good. Okay, level 2 sound stages are going to be coming. In a few days. Might as well speed that up. Do. What was that? Oh, still bleeding money. All right, that's fine. Peter, if you would be so kind. Okay. Level 2 sound stages. Good. Okay, now, hold on. Pause. Pause. So this costs $1,700 a month. So we're going to demolish it. It's going to cost us $7,000 to tear it down. But we're going to save that. This is filming, right? It's gonna be okay. We're gonna save that money in. Pyretic victory. No, it's in our average 300,000 type range at the end of the day. Who leveled up? Harry. Good job, Harry. Okay. Start post-production, please. This is going to be an Emma project. This is going to be a Lewis project. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. Wait. Don't I have my own? I thought I had my own film lab. Or maybe that's still being built? Is that still being built? Yeah, okay. 15 days on that, that's fine. Okay. We have no movies in theaters, which means that we are just, you know, sucking down money. But we're gonna have a lot of movies coming through, all right? Yeah. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. New script. Oh, I love it. Great. Sand in my eyes. Go. Little 5 ski? Little 5 spot from Felix? Okay. Cinematographer is going to be Terry. Soundstage is going to be B2. Nice. Continue. Filming technology is going to be the Hespro. Sound technology is going to be the Dominus. Jeez. Okay, we need that to be up though, so that way, you know, we have better quality films, which means we have a better chance of continuing to make money off of our movies. Director, it's going to be Eugene. Daring Adventure. Okay. Both of these guys need to go, so we're going to need to hire someone. Let's go free. A 9? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Thomas McCoy. Jeez Louise, he's established. Okay, yep. This is the steal of the century. Go movies. 3 movies. Add to offer. Medical insurance. 41,000. Yeah, for a 9.0. Oh my god, yes. That's excellent. That's actually excellent. That's fantastic. Not for this film. Not for this film, but like just to have him in our stable of actors. Like Ellis Flower. You're perfect for this film. Let's go movies. 3 movies, if you would be so kind. Can I give you medical insurance? Yes. Nice. Okay, cool. That's good. Is there anyone else who's super cheap? I mean, Walter Beck, super cheap. We'll grab you for 3 movies too. Medical insurance? Yes. All right, cool. Remember, we pay for medical insurance per month, regardless if we use it or not. Daring Adventure is going to be Ellis. Criminal Mastermind is going to be Walter Beck. Continue. 309,099 days. Start project. Excellent. Excellent. It's all coming together now. We got movies coming down the pipe. We're losing money still, habitually. When the waiter spilled wine down the glass, Ellis Fowler, our new actor, got so pissed that he made the boy lick the floor. We don't have that kind of money. Okay, cinematographer. Yes, I will negotiate for 3 movies, add to offer, medical insurance, drop that. Accept. Okay. 2.9 actor. I can always hire you back, maybe. You're 2.9, but you're 168. I'm good on that, thank you. Okay, cool. There's our Hespero Extra, which is an improved version. We love to see that. House of Jameson. Continue. Okay. I mean, this dropped substantially. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that just really went into the effect of it here. All right. Oliver, Lee, see what you guys can do with this turd. Put a little lipstick on this pig, if you will, boys. A little bit of lipstick on the piggy. Arthur. Last time we talked, I might have seemed a little overconfident, even arrogant anyways. I hope you're not offended. Believe me, no one cares about this film business of ours as much as me. My goal is to bring people together, not push them away. I learned this back in my youth in Minsk. My friends and I were bullied by some punks who called themselves the Naomin gang, and not just us, but the whole neighborhood. So what do? I made a deal with the neighborhood's kids, even the ones I couldn't stand. I'm bouncing between Russia and kind of New York and something. We called ourselves the Alliance. Together, we gave those jerks such a beating that no one has heard from them since. Those were the good days. We should make a movie about it sometimes. The politicians, the priests, all the do-good hypocrites. They're just like the Nioman gang. They think they can attack us in our business and get away with it. They're exploiting the fact that we're divided. But don't worry, I've got an idea. I even discussed it already with a couple of our colleagues. So don't let them get you down, kid. There's good news on the way. There's really not. It doesn't benefit me in literally any way. I'll have you know. Okay. Good. A bit expensive. Man, camera technology just adds, it just racks it up. This was a 1-1. Bad film. Oh, crap. Okay, let's go free. We need... I mean, Wendy Zimmerman, $100. And she can do some of our bad films. Love it. Go. Composer. Do I not have any composers? Really? Oh, sorry. Needs to be the dudes. Dick Weiss? I mean, just because of the name, bro. But at the same time, he's a 1 star, so why wouldn't I go with, like, Jerry Osborne? Sure. Okay. Now, Wendy. Jerry. Hopefully you get guys some experience. We have our own film studio, our own film development. I love that. All right, cool. Hopefully we're gonna get a concert hall soon enough. I'm not waiting to build one of those, am I? No. Only thing that we need to build is the engineering lab. We have 3 levels, 3 sound stages. I could... No thanks, Roy. I'm out. I could hold on. Trying to save some cost here, folks. Trying to save some cost. Aha, it happened to someone else. 3-8. All right, very good. Who wrote that? All fresh elements. Got even some nudity in there. Sure. We'll make this. Good with it. Cinematographer. Let's do Thomas. Soundstage. Here. Oh, wait, whoa. B2. What? We can't do good castles? Ugh. I mean, all right, whatever. Continue. I cannot participate in the project because this contract will expire in 50 days and filming will not end for another 120. Do you want to try to negotiate? Yes. Sure. Okay. Continue. Filming technology. Hespro Extra. Look at that. Quality, practicality, economy. Sound technology is going to be the Dominus. Medium. Ooh, boy, this is an expensive movie. In for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose. Director. Anthony Campbell. Jeez. This is going to be an expensive movie, guys. Okay, Hopeless Romantic. We can throw Carmen in this. The Murderer. The Murderer. Do we have anyone for time? Yeah. Well, no. Let's see. Joe Kelly. Sure. Go. Start project. All right. Good. Still in that 7 million range, which is pretty low. You're a 3.7 producer. Yeah. 3.7 is kind of in that range of where we're making films currently. If I could give you some medical insurance, yeah, it's fine. Vincent, you could stay with us. Good. Good. Cinemas for Rent is coming in a few days. Wallace Lucas received a beating. Oh. Is that so? No, Russell, I am out. Lewis is our director. 3.5. Yep. We can kind of stay in that. Ideally, I want to try to stay anyone who's like above like a 3-ish and is still relatively cheap. Okay, Lewis, you can stay with us. Gabe, I mean, you were here in the beginning, my guy. You're getting long in the tooth, and in the last movie, there was already signs of dementia. You're 70 years old. I mean, hey, you're living your golden years, but maybe consider retiring. Okay? Maybe consider retiring. Okay, Pyrrhic victory. Continue. Oh, good. Film went up. S. Everyone got some experience. I need to give Lewis some stuff here. Sure. Let's go to distribution. Okay. No one is there, so we have nothing to compete with. We have more theaters now. All right, well, yep. Pushes it back a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So start on Christmas, go to Valentine's Day, so we can extend it. What is? We're gonna go these two. 78,000. I mean, it's an expensive film. It is an expensive film. Yeah, we can apologize for. Okay. Good. Who's not writing? Which one of you guys are not writing? Comedy, Wild West, and a Night. We have our... Yep, Felix. I don't really get the premise. Adventure, Tropical Island with a working man. Will be Walter. Very good. Do we have a romance? No. Detective Fantasy Kingdom with a cowboy. That makes no sense. Adventure Wild West with a knight. That makes no sense. I don't know. Find some way to make that spicy. Like a voluptuous barmaiden or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Put some romance into it. Okay. Sarah Freed. I'm out. Sand in my eyes. Continue. Not bad, dude. This is the type of movies that I want to make. Cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. It is what it is. All right, let's go here. Let's go. Roscoe. Good. Feelings in a Bottle. We also have Rotten Fates as well, too, which is a 6. So we could do that at a certain point. Good job, Bernard. Start it. Cinematographer. Harry? Soundstage. 2. Yep. 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 Yes. Okay. Continue. Filming technology, Hespro Extra. Sound technology, Dominus. Sure. How much does this increase by? 4,000? 2,000? No. Yeah, 2,000. All right. Good. Producer is going to be Jerry Ford. Director on this one is going to be Harley. Our clumsy oaf is going to be... What is he known for? Working Man, dramas, romance. Is there romance in this? Yeah, a thriller romance with a femme fatale. I'm going to save him for Rotten Fates. I think we're going to save him for Rotten Fates. We're going to throw Daryl in this to get some experience. Femme fatale. We're going to throw, I don't know, Jane. Yes, I will keep Jane. Jane can stay with us. I don't ever had any problems for Jane. Oh man, I can't even give her medical insurance. Ladies don't get medical insurance. All right. 1930s, folks. 1930s. Strict parent. Wendy? Criminal Mastermind? Richard? We're gonna have to put some makeup on her. Go. Art project. I mean, it is what it is. Don Alberto Conti. Hello, my friend. Intriguing. Intriguing. Show me the script at once. The Sicilian Tiger. Right. Protagonist is a hopeless romantic. Once upon a time in Sicily, there lived a boy named Alberto. He was the son of the Colombiano Contino, a fourth-generation mafioso, king of thieves known throughout Italy. Alberto had no fondness for this life. Everything was given to him upon a silver platter, like he was a hopeless woman. He knew he wanted to build his own happy life for himself. He would step out of his father's shadow and make his own dreams come true. He would have to go to America. Got a new theme. He's a runaway. One night, Alberto threw a bunch of grapes into his travel bag and ran away from his parents' house. He grabbed the ore he'd carved from an olive tree and jumped into a gondola. Few would dare to take the voyage to America alone in such a modest craft, but Alberto was brave and full of purpose. He went across the Atlantic in a gondola? All right. Yeah, I mean, it's an epic. After a week of sailing, he arrived in New York and got himself a job at the port, but he wouldn't be a Conti if he didn't have a sense of adventure. Rental figure. One day, Alberto saw 5 scoundrels with pistols robbing a guy on the street. Alberto stood up for him and fought off the bandits with his bare hands. It so happened the poor fellow was no ordinary passerby, but the son of Dale Scorgiogi, the mafia boss who controlled half of New York. In gratitude, Scorgiogi took Alberto under his wing and educated him in the local customs. Over time, they started trusting him with the most delicate of tasks. Alberto proved himself strong, courageous, and quick-witted. Scorgiogi often said to Alberto, "It is a pity that my son isn't more like this, like his friend." There's a love interest. One day, at a city dance, Alberto met a girl named Charissa. Alberto liked her smile and invited her out to dinner. It wasn't until their third date that Alberto learned that Charissa was the daughter of none other than Benjamin Desmond, the head of the rival family, the one who controlled the other half of New York. You know, you got your east side, west side, kind of little Jets and Sharks action. But Alberto wasn't afraid of Charissa's father. He would not meet her secretly like a schoolboy. He wanted everyone to see that he and Charissa were in love. Criminal mastermind, Desmond quickly learned of his daughter's adventures and became furious. He stuck Charissa and growled through his teeth, "You will marry my business partner, Bunko Kruger, or you will die." At the next mafia meeting, he delivered his competitor an ultimatum: "Scourgio, hand over your pup, Alberto, or you will regret it." But Scourgio would not betray Alberto. The boy had become even dearer to him than his own son. Instead, he hid the boy away in an abandoned house on the outskirts of the city. "You must leave this place forever," he said, "and never return." Alberto nodded gratefully and hugged Scourgio goodbye. "Don't worry anymore about Alberto," Scourgio said, and at his next meeting with Desmond, "I've taken care of him." To this, Desmond replied, "I hope that means you killed him. You know what I do to people who disappoint me." But Alberto couldn't live without his beloved and decided to take Charissa with him. He made his way to Desmond's estate and broke into the mansion. The guards were armed with blades, but his fists were all he needed. He freed his beloved, and later that same day, Alberto and Charissa were on a train to Mexico. Desmond soon discovered that his daughter had run off with Alberto. "Just as I thought," he hissed. "Scourgio tricked me." "You have only yourself to blame, old man." Late that night, Desmond and 10 henchmen surrounded Dale Scourgio's house and opened fire with triple-barreled guns. Like it's like 2 Tommy guns glued together. No, sorry, 3 Tommy guns glued together with tape. A hail of bullets turned the guards into mincemeat, killed the servants, and even Scourgio's son. But by some miracle, Scourgio himself survived. He managed to grab a gun, kill one of the bandits with a well-aimed shot, and barricaded himself in the bedroom. Desmond ordered the mansion burned. Scourgio choked and succumbed to the smoke as flames engulfed the building. It's a pretty epic movie, actually. When Alberto learned that Dale Scourgio had been killed, he clenched his fists so tightly that he left bloody marks on his palms. That evening, Alberto kissed Charissa goodbye and returned to America to get revenge on Desmond. Back in New York, Alberto spoke to a gardener who saw what happened that night. He compiled a kill list, each of Desmond's henchmen involved in the raid. Avenging the loved ones. Alberto went from one mobster to the next, taking their lives. He stabbed Fat Sam in the eyes with throwing knives, plunged a dagger into Skinny Tom's belly, shot Lanky Phil in the head with a pair of revolvers, so twice, if you're keeping track, and threw a garrote around Shorty Winnie's neck. Our hero becomes death itself. Before the gangsters could even reach for their guns, they were already dead on the floor. No one compared with Alberto in precision, strength, and speed. The antagonist gets killed. Alberto made his way to the mafia leader's lair, where he found Desmond. He'd taken a hostage. It was Charissa. The poor girl secretly followed her beloved to New York. Her father put a revolver to his daughter's head. Surrender, Alberto, or you alone will be to blame for her death. Alberto slowly raised his hands, but at the final moment, pulled the trigger and fired at the chandelier above Desmond's head. The bullet, in an explosion of sparks, ricochets and hits Desmond right in his temple. Charissa was saved. Finally, the surviving members of both clans came to Alberto with an offer. Signore Conte, you are the most worthy of men. Be our boss. Let us unite and become stronger than we have ever been before. After some thought, Alberto agreed. He united the clans and made New York family the most powerful syndicate in all of America. Charissa Desmond became his wife. Fade out. Suffice it to say, we are going to absolutely make this movie. We will release this film within 1 year with a prominent actor, with Rising Star or higher, who I believe that I have. I hope I live that long. I'd like to see my film. I hope I live that long. I'd like to see my film before I leave this world. Please don't disappoint this old man. I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. And he's gonna give me $1 million, which I desperately need. Yep, we are absolutely starting this project. Okay. This is gonna be our big money maker. So I would like someone who, we got $1 million here. Let's see if we can make this work with what we have. Not yet. Okay, not yet. All right, hang on. I'm going to shelve this for now. Okay, we're going to shelve this for now. We have to release House of Jameson coming up here soon. And we will. We will, boys. We will. All right. We have to release this for the mob. David Goodman, you are 100% free to go, buddy. Okay, cool. Not bad. I like cheap movies that are in the fives. Cheap movies that are in the fives. Jimmy! Jimmy! Good job, Jimmy. Okay, 8 days a week. Throw some security on it. Throw 5 on it. Hello, Mayor. The ocean breeze, sun gleaming off the luxury cars, the smells of the restaurant, the mansions on the hills. This is how people like you and me see Los Angeles. But I still remember another LA, the LA of my youth. I remember the smog. I remember the bed bugs where me and my wife used to stay. I remember the stinky canned food for breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's lots of people still out there living like this, and it breaks my heart. Is there some way that they could see the city through our eyes, the eyes of the well-fed? There's only one way, a city tax on the rich. Then we can pay for social programs and help the poor with food and clothing. Rising taxes is never popular, I know. That's why I was hoping that maybe one of your actors could support this initiative. Most actors have no idea how taxes work and will believe anything. I can easily find 3 actors, okay? If you only know how much I sympathize with the poor, within 3 months I'll find 2 actors to sign your petition. With a happiness of 80 or higher. Skill level 5 stars or higher. Wow. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to end after this, guys. All right, I know it's been a little bit longer. It's been a little bit longer. Dude, Wendy, yeah. Go sign your dad's petition, Wendy. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A little bit of GP. Very good. My contract is up, and while I don't think much of your studio, I suppose we could still be useful to each other. Here's the thing, Peter. You are a 6 actor. I don't quite like you, right? Because you're a bit of a monster. But but you do have some good talent. Okay, so why don't we go in here? You're gonna work with me for nothing, and here's why. I'm gonna let the world know. I'm gonna let the world, if you don't work for me for nothing, right? I'm gonna let the world know that you're a sleazy, disgusting pervert. Okay? You're not gonna cost me any money. None. This is actually a better deal. So you're gonna work for me for the next 3 years for free, kid. All right? You filthy pervert. So I don't personally like you, but this is business, baby. All right, cool, guys. I think we're going to call it a part there. Hope you guys are still enjoying. This is episode 3 of season 3. Let me know what I'm doing wrong in the comments. I always love your guys' feedback. It really does help out a lot, and I try to answer and respond to all the comments. If you like the video, leave a like and all of that fun stuff. And if you like the video, hey, you know, why don't you stick around? Consider subscribing. We've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out on this channel. All right, this has been Hollywood Animal. I'm AR. I will talk to you guys later. Bye for now.